Alright guys, today we are going to rank every single Vanguard skin in Marvel Rivals. And just so you guys know my scale, it's S, A, B, C, D, and F. S is it's the best skin for this character, or it's a skin I think everyone would love. I love it personally, and it is 100% worth your money. A, it's an amazing skin. B, it's a good skin. C, it's a mediocre skin. D, it is a bad skin. And F, it is a failure skin. It is a waste of money if you spent money for it, or it's just a skin that looks terrible and I don't think anyone should use it. And I personally would hate it. So to get started, we got Angela. So, Angela's base skin. You know, I think they did really well with Angela's base skin. You know, you could argue that it is kind of gooner. You know, it's showing her abs and stuff, but I think they did a really good job with Angela's base skin. I would give this an A tier. I personally wouldn't mind running this if I'm playing Angela. So yeah, I would give it an A tier. You know, it's a good skin. Next, we have the furry skin, Odin's beautiful daughter. Alright, well, this skin is pretty new. It was in the battle pass. Honestly, I kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool. I'd give it another A tier. It's a pretty cool skin. Sergania's silver. I probably didn't say that correctly, but this is the recolor for her. It makes the gold silver, her hair darker red. It's another A tier. It's still pretty good. Then we got Gold 2099. This skin, it has like the futuristic look to it. I think it's pretty cool. I'd give it an S tier. This is probably not the skin I would run if I was playing her, but it's her first ever like official skin that she got, and it's a good skin. I like it a lot. It's an S tier. And then, oh, I guess this must be her actual recolor. Makes her blonde, a little blue silver action. This is probably gonna be a B. You know, I think she looks better ginger personally. Maybe I'm a little biased, but it's a B tier. It's still a great skin though. It's a good skin. And then we got the Hulk. Bruce Banner, the Hulk. For this one, we'll have to look at 3 different versions. So, for the original skin, here we got Bruce Banner. Bro's got the purple shirt on, kind of looking like William Afton. Then we got Hulk, you know, just the normal Hulk. And then Monster Hulk. Yeah, it's just him but massive. And I think they did pretty good. I'd give Hulk a B tier. I'd give Hulk a B tier for his base skin. Then Joe Fixit. I kind of like what they're doing with Bruce Banner. He looks kind of cyberpunk-ish, you know, futuristic. It's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the Hulk though. You know, he's got that Discord moderator fedora on. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan. Then Monster Hulk. Oh wow. Now this is the Discord mod if I've seen him, dude. He looks like he's like a mouth breather, bro. Yeah. Breathing down your neck and shit. This is oh, I really love this version, but everything else I hate. This is a C tier. This is a C tier. I'm not a big fan. Then we got Green Scar. I really like how the Bruce Banner looks. You're never really gonna see Bruce Banner in game though, so. But he looks cool, you know, he looks like a warrior. The Hulk, well, he looks pretty cool, I like it. Monster Hulk. It's fine, I guess. I'd give this an S tier. This is probably a skin I would run if I played Hulk. Then we got the Punk Rage skin for Hulk. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a big fan of the Bruce Banner. I'm not really a fan of the Mohawk. I don't know. I just don't really like this outfit. Oh wow. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Mohawk. What did they do? They made it even bigger. Yeah, no. I don't like the skin. It's It's pretty gross, you know? It's a gross skin. Oh my gosh, look at this freak. This is an F tier. This is an F tier. It just got worse and worse. Maestro. Okay, this is kind of like an old man Bruce Banner. We got the... Oh, man. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's an old dude. He has some pretty beat up boots. The Monster Hulk. I'm not really a big fan of Maestro, dog. This is a D tier. I don't really care. I mean, I'm sure Maestro's got some pretty neat lore, but like looks wise, this is bad, bro. D tier. Mighty G-Bomb. Well, that's an interesting name, huh? Pretty basic. You know, this is the recolor, I'm guessing. They just made Hulk gray. What the hell? And then the Monster Hulk. Oh, okay. This is the first movie. That makes more sense. I remember it being gray in the first movie. I kind of like the first one more. I like Green Hulk more than Gray Hulk. This is a C tier. We got Captain America here. His base skin, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. I'd say it's pretty decent. I'd give it a C tier, honestly. I think it's kind of mid. Like, I would much rather run a different skin than the base skin if I'm playing Captain America. Star Spangled Style. This is kind of the dripped out version of him. I love the hairstyle. Shield looks kind of cool. Suit looks nice. Looks pretty fresh. I'll give this an A tier. I do like this skin. Galactic Claw. Now, if you want to talk about a good looking skin, this is one of them. It's futuristic. The shield looks pretty awesome. I love these little wings he's got going on up there. All around, man, this is an S tier. S tier design, S tier skin. I love it. Golden Age. Yes. I think this should be the base version. It is just the base version, but better. A tier. You know, you gotta love the classics. This is an A tier for me. Great skin. Avengers Infinity War. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of these movie skins I'm not a big fan of. I mean, this is included in that category. I'm not a big fan, man. I don't like how his shields are these arm things, you know. This is another C tier. It's not offensive or anything. Now, if you want to speak about something a little offensive or cringy, now we're getting to it right now with Cap Wolf. This is Captain America if he was the alpha wolf, you know, the leader of the pack. And I understand what they're going for. You know, they're going for the meme route. Apparently, this was a real thing in 1968. And it shouldn't have been. It really shouldn't have been. This thing's weird. You know, Twilight, Captain America. F tier. I know it was a mini battle pass. I do not care. If you're running this skin, you were a cringy mofo. F tier. Captain Clintar. I'm not gonna lie, this skin is pretty clean, man. I love the black. You know, he has the Venom stuff going on. There's not a whole lot to say. It's a pretty simple design, but it looks pretty fresh. S tier skin. Captain Gladiator. Now, I don't see a lot of people run this skin, but I actually do like it. I really like this skin. I think the shield looks nice. I'm loving the hair. I love the whole, you know, gladiator fit. This is another S tier for me. I would definitely play this skin if I was playing Cap. And then we got Piss Yellow Captain America. Alright, fun fact about me. Yellow is my least favorite color. That's going to have probably a little bias for this skin. That being said, this is a D tier. You know, it's just a different color. It's a D tier. It's a bad looking skin. Just run blue Cap, honestly. You don't need to make him piss yellow. Then we got Deadpool, who's apparently going to be a Vanguard. Alright. He doesn't have any skins out yet. So we're just going to move on to Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Honestly, his base skin looks pretty good. I do enjoy his base skin. I would give it a B tier. I would give it a B tier. I was thinking about an A, but I will give it a B. Sorcerer Supreme of the Galaxy. Now, this is a cool skin. This is one of the skins I like to run if I'm playing Doctor Strange. I'll give it I'll give it an A tier. God of Magic. This is another cool looking skin. I like how his third eye is opened. It's pretty good lore behind this skin as well. This would probably be another A tier for me. Old Man Strange. You know, I'm not really a big fan of the old man skins, but this one isn't as bad as some of the other ones I've seen, like Old Man Hawkeye. I'll give it a C tier. It's fine. Astral Warrior. Now this is one of the laziest skins I've seen them make. It's just Doctor Strange but blue. Kind of like Captain America but the piss yellow version. And this isn't even his recolor, by the way. This is just a battle pass skin they made, and this was a wasted slot for a battle pass skin. And for that reason, I'll give it an F tier. I don't like it. It just looks like they gave a blue filter over the normal Doctor Strange skin, and it's unnecessary. And then we got the zombie Doctor Strange. This is one of the first times they actually changed the voice for a character. When he was first released, his voice was the original Strange, but, you know, Marvel Rivals listened to the community and they changed it. And for that reason, and also because I really like how the skin looks, I'll give this an S tier. This is probably my favorite skin he has in the game currently. Sorcerer Immortal. It's not really something I like. I don't really see it that often. I would give it a B tier. I think it's pretty good, but I personally wouldn't get it. And then this is Recolor, Master of Dark Magic. This is another B tier. Nothing crazy. To Emma Frost. This is the epiphany of a Gunner character. Her base skin, it's good. I like it. It's a good skin. Again, I'm not really a fan of this Karen hairstyle, but as far as I know, that's how Emma Frost looks in the comics and stuff. So, hey, I'll give this skin a B tier. Phoenix Diamond. You know, I like this hairstyle more. I think it's pretty cool. I like how it's like flaming. I'll give this an A tier. Golden Diamond. I like how the diamonds are kind of glittery now. Besides that, not much else is different. I'll give this a B tier. The Hellfire Protocol skin. This is probably my favorite of hers in the game at the moment. I'll give it an S tier. I really like how it looks. Good hairstyle, good outfit, nice like cape thing going on back here. X Revolution. Now this is the Gunner skin. This is the Gunner skin, fellas. Honestly, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'd give it a B tier. I personally wouldn't buy it. I kind of like the Phoenix Diamond more. I'd give it a B tier. Then we got Blue Sapphire. Oh my gosh, I really like how these like diamonds look in this. I'd give this a B plus. I was gonna say an A, but I'll go B plus because it is just a recolor. But I do really like how this recolor looks. It's very nice. Moving on to Groot. His base skin. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad, man. It's Groot, you know. It's B. It's a B tier. Nothing wrong with running that. Big Buddy. You know, I'm not a big fan of this skin. I don't like these small pants showing his ankles. You know, man? I really don't. It looks like he's wearing an outfit that's way too small for him. I'd give this an F tier. Not a big fan. Might as well just go with nude Groot instead of Big Buddy Groot. Looks a lot better. Symbiote Flora. This skin has some aura to it, man. I really like these little mouths going on his shoulders, and it's Venomized Groot. That's a pretty cool concept. This is, for me, an A tier. Carved Traveler. Honestly, this skin's not doing much for me. It's probably just another B tier. The Your Groot's right here. Bro's got like the Dragon Ball Dokkan battle orbs around him or something, bro. I don't even know. It's pretty cool looking though. This is an S tier. This is an S tier Groot skin. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Bro's got some massive calves. Not gonna lie, I don't like this skin. I don't like this skin at all. This is an F tier. He looks a lot better like that. AB's Algae. This is pretty cool, I guess. This is just another B tier. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use that skin, though. The King of Magnetism, Magneto. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of Magneto's base skin. And to let you guys know something, Magneto is my favorite Marvel character. I think Magneto's base skin, I think it's a C. Moving on to his legendary skin. Binary Sword. Now, when this skin first came out, I was gushing grannies for it. I really loved it. It was his first legendary. I really like what they did with his ult line, made it different, and I really liked it. And back then, I probably would have told you it was an S tier. However, now I think it's a tier for me. I really just think it's a great skin. Not quite S, but it's good. It's a good legendary for Magneto. And then we have the OG Magneto look. And I love the OG looks for all characters, but Magneto's, this is just great, man. I love Magneto's classic look. You know, this is the character I fell in love with right here. And he's an S tier. This is the skin I like to run when I play Magneto. S tier for the Master of Magnetism. The Trial of Magneto. Now, this is generally considered the Magneto Gunner skin. For what reason? Like, suit is kind of skin tight. You know, you can see his abs through it, among other things. So, I'll give this an A tier for me. You know, I like running the skin. I really like the MVP. It's an A tier. It's an amazing skin. And then we have the Temporal Threats. Now, this is the kind of D&D character Magneto. He's like a warlock or something, man. I don't know. He looks like a villain, right? I'm not loving it and I'm not hating it. I think it's a B tier. Then the Black and Gold. And I'm pretty conflicted about this skin. It's a free skin. And my main thing is eyes. You know, I'm not a big fan of the eyes. The outfit's not terrible. I'm thinking a C tier, though. Uncanny Black Steel. Now, do I like this more than the original? Honestly, I'm kind of indifferent. I think Uncanny Black Steel is another C tier. It's not any better or any worse, in my opinion. Moving on to Peni Parker. There's Peni, and then there's Parker. I don't know what her robot's name is, dog. I'm not well versed in Peni Parker. I mean, it's fine, man. I guess. I'll give it a C tier. Blue Tarantula. The same thing, but blue. That's another C tier for me, dog. We got Snow Dash SP dash dash or slash DR Snow Spider. This is, I think, her newest skin. Let's give it a look. I like the Christmas outfit on Peni Parker, and then I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of this snowman looking robot spider guy, but I think it's kind of cool. It's a nice Christmas skin. I'll give it a B tier. And now my favorite Peni Parker skin. And I don't even really care about this version because you don't even see this little girl when you're playing the game anyway. So I don't even know why they made a special model for her. What you do see is this robot. And let me tell you, this robot looks like something straight from Evangelion. And I'm not a big fan of the anime, but what I do like is how the robots look. And this looks like one of them. And it is a cool looking robot. S tier from me. If I played Peni Parker, I would get this skin. Wasteland Mech. You know, Peni Parker, it's fine. Let's look at the mech. It's pretty fine as well. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't like the MVP when it's like vomiting a rainbow or something, dude. It's not, you know, you want an MVP that strikes fear in your enemies. You know, you don't want some throwing up rainbow robot or whatever, man. This is a B tier for me, though. I like it more than the OG Peni Parker. Yatsuka Hagi skin. The Penny Parker version looks fine. You know, you don't see her in the game. This version looks pretty sick, to be honest. I do like it. It's an S tier. This is probably an S tier. This is probably a skin I would run if I was playing Penny. Actually, scratch that. A tier. I'm giving this an A tier. Olive Skimmer. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the green. It looks like a grasshopper or something, man. I like it. This is a B tier. Better than the OG. I like the grasshopper looking mech. Next up, we have the newest Vanguard Rogue. So she doesn't have a lot of skins, but OG Rogue, she's pretty fine, man. She's pretty fine. Honestly, an A tier. Honestly, an A tier, man. I think they did really good with her base skin. Moving on, Savage South. This skin is very Gooner. It's a very Gooner skin. So, out of all of her skins, I'd say it's an S tier. It's a pretty good skin. Looking like a caveman or something, man. It's pretty cool. Searing Hearts. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as good as the original. I'm just gonna give it a B tier. It's fine. The Thing. Now let me tell you something about the Thing. You know how I said there was a Blue Strange? Well, the Thing is the Blue Strange, but that's every single skin. Every single skin of his is like a very slight difference to his shorts or something. And he has like some of the lamest skins in the whole game, man. The normal looking Thing. I'm gonna say it. C tier. It looks like the Thing, but the Thing doesn't look cool anyway, man. C tier. Symbiote Thing. This is probably the most change they've made to the Thing in general, and I'll give it an A tier. I think it looks much better than the original Thing. Here we got the Thing Gooner skin. He's got the Underooskies on and a flower scarf. This is what I'm talking about, man. It's barely different from the OG. But I do like it more than the OG. I'll give it a B tier. We got Rocky Tide. Now this one isn't actually too bad. I like the fit. I'll give this an A tier. And now, same thing I said about the Blue Strange, man. It's the Thing, but he's blue. That's the only difference. I don't understand why this is a thing. F tier. Oh man, the Fantastic Four First Steps. The movie was great. The skin's pretty great. You know, this is OG. This is an OG thing. Like comic books, you know, these like eyebrows pointing out. For me, this is a tier. Future Foundation. This is the Thing, but in like a spacesuit. Probably a B tier for me. Trench coat. This is his first skin and his best skin. I really like this skin. Love the detective look. Looks pretty fresh. This is an S tier skin for me. And now we got the last two, which are just the shorts different. On this one, you can barely even notice the difference, man. These are both F tiers. They're both F tiers. They're not worth it. Just run the base skin. It barely looks different. Failures of a skin. Unlimited, F. First Family, F. Moving on to Thor. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the OG Thor skin. I think it looks fine. I'll give it a B tier. It's a good skin. We got the Worthy Wave skin. This one's very much Gooner. It doesn't even look terrible. I'm not really a big fan of this frog hammer thing though. To me, this is just another B tier. We got Thor Love and Thunder. It does look very different from the OG. And I'm a fan of the hair. I think it looks pretty good. I would give this an A tier though, because there are skins I like more, and I personally wouldn't get this skin. But it's an A tier. It's an amazing looking skin. Majestic Raiment. I kind of like it. I like the mechanical arm. I like these joggers he's got on. I'd give this a B tier. It's honestly not worth it to me. It's really not worth it to me. I think the base skin is just as good. Lord of Asgard. Now let me tell you, I really love this skin. I think this skin is awesome. I'd give this an S tier. personally. I know it's not legendary, but I love the mask. I love the cape so much. And I'm just a sucker for these armor skins, man. I am just a sucker for these armor skins. Herald of Thunder. This is some good Thor skin. This is a good lore skin as well. S tier for me. Herald of Thunder, S tier for me. God of Winter. This must be a new skin because this is my first time seeing it. Bro looks like an ice giant or something, man. I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I'll give it a B tier, though. Reborn from Ragnarok. Now, this is another OG looking Thor skin. And, you know, I love my OG skins. Easy S tier. Love this helmet very much. You know, he looks like a freaking Viking, man. It's sick. Midgard Umber. You know, it's just the OG, but he doesn't look as old. I kind of like that. B+. We got Venom. Big Dog Venom. I really like the base Venom skin, honestly. I'd give it an A tier. This guy's cool, man. We got Orange Venom. I think it's worse than the OG, honestly. I'd give this like a C, man. Like, it's the same thing with, like, Strange. They just changed the color. And you may be asking, like, why am I less harsh on this one than the others? But I don't know. I just kind of like it, I guess. At least it's not yellow. Space Knight. It's like what I said earlier. I like these armor skins. But this is probably one of the weaker ones. I'd give it an A tier. Lingering Imprints. This one's pretty cool. It looks all kind of like this one, but like, I don't know, like more of the tendrils are coming out. This is an S tier. This is probably a skin I would run if I played Venom. And then Anti-Venom. I think this is just the recolor, but it's really cool. I'd give it another A tier. And guys, that is currently all the Vanguards in the game. If there's any skins I didn't cover, either because they're not showing in the game anymore, you can't purchase them anymore, or they weren't in the battle pass, you know, leave a comment in the description and I will give my rating to whatever comment of skin you want me to look at. Thank you for watching. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.